All right, shalom, shalom. First, I want to give all praise, shalom, shalom. First, I want to give all praise belongs to Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hawakakwadash. The bars be to the elders of the apostle, great millstone, who charged through the spirit, peace and much love and salutations to hope like the Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, you are the Israel with this Bible. I tell them I gotta sleep. It's 2022. His name called Yahweh Shai. And this is Revelation 17 breakdown, 17 all the way down. This is 17 and 1. Which is the title is the Doom of Babylon, which is aka America. All right, Babylon the Great. It's Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto you the judgment of the great whore which sitteth upon many waters. And that many waters represents the people. Okay, well, now whore that sitteth upon us represent what's America, Babylon the Great. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitations of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. Her philosophy is the way of life, because America trades with all nations across the whole world. All right, and you also Jeremiah 51. It speaks about the all nations drinking or being mad because why? They drunk of the wine of her wrath of her fornication, the ways her philosophies. Okay, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sat upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemies, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that represents the NATO and the EU, the European Union, 27 different NATO European nations. Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of fornication. Because why? America is just what I keep saying in Jeremiah 50 is what? That Babylon is a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right. Verse 5. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abominations in the other earth. And when you break this down, when you read this in the Hebrew, it goes out to 666, which goes back to the mark of the beast, which is what that microchip was soon about to get implanted in this time living in now. All right, according to Revelation 13 and 16. All right, the mark, the charagma. All right, which is coming to pass now, which we're living in right now. And verse 6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai, in whom I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And those are what? Because when we came over here, all right, in the 1620, we was served in complete bondage. Esau had his foot upon our necks, man. All right. And then also not the only, some of us brothers, we're going to die for this thing. We have to die for this truth, for the witness of Yahweh Shai. We have to be martyrs for Yahweh Shai. Verse 7, and the angel said unto me, Wherefore doest thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have 7 heads and 10 horns. The name of the EU, the 7 heads and 10 horns. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not yet, shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which that bottomless pit is Europe, because that's what all, which is Britain, Europe, England, and that whole area where the forefathers came out of. And they came over and they the Constitution and things of that nature, and they established America. All right. And shall go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they beheld the beast that was and is not and yet is, and that was not, which is what? We'll read again. The foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, which was what? The first image was what? Rome. And is not, because it was destroyed, and yet is, which is what? America. And here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, which the woman sitteth upon, the NATO and EU. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is is Salakia. And there are 7 kings, right? 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And he that cometh, he must continue a short space. So the 5 kingdoms that fallen, right, which were the Greeks, Germania Major, Germania Minor, the French, and in Spain. Those were the 5 major kingdoms that fell. All right. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even the eighth is of the 7, goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And this is going to what? Lesser kingdoms. These 10 horns represent the lesser kingdoms, and we're going to grab these lesser kingdoms, right? That received that 1 hour with America, which is the beast, which is what? That 1 hour, which is America. The first one is the let's just load through the spirit, which is the Visigoths, right? An early Germanic people, whom along with the Ostrogoths continued the 2 major Salakia. We're gonna jump the Roman Empire and late Salakia. But our brothers can read this through the spirit. The first one is the Visigoths. We're gonna jump to the next one. The next one is the Goths. All right. The third one is the Franks. Salakia. The third one is the Franks. The fourth one is the Ostrogoths. The fifth one is the Salakia. Was it Sabu? That word. Damn. Sabu. Damn, Salakia. Some brothers can grab that word. They can, I'm putting up on the screen. Salakia for that. Then you got the kingdom of the dilemma birds, Salakia. Then you got the Angles, the Saxons, all right. Then you got the Armenians. Then you got the Salakia, Harali, and you got the Burgadins, Salakia for that, man, brothers. But brothers go through it, read it. You know what I'm saying? Go into the history. You know what I'm saying? Just want to make these points and break this down through the spirit. But the kings of those names, brothers, can read them through the spirit. Probably out by Shemir Shai Salakia for that. But now going where else at verse 8, 9, and there is the Salakia, and there is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen. We went through that, and one is the other, and one is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh, continue a short space. Salakia, verse 10, and there are 7 kingdoms, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Speak about America. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, which are with the lesser states that help bring up America, and that America that got power through Babylon. All right, we went through those. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. And they did. They gave their strength unto what? America. Now this is going into the victory of Yahweh Shai, the Lamb. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Those are the elect. All right, and that's Yahweh Shai is coming to take over this new current world that we're living in now. You read that Revelation chapter 6. All right, the white horse, which represents the chariots of the Lord. He have a crown on his head and he has a bow. All right, he coming forth to conquer and to conquer. Verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, that the horse sitteth upon our peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, which means ruling. So America rules all nations, all people, and all tongues. And that's when you look at the dollar. And like you have a lot of these different nations use the American dollar for their own currency. And that's showing you that what America is Babylon the Great, which has power over all the whole earth, which rules the whole entire known world today. Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's also going into what? Because they're going to turn against. So the same nations that help America come up, they're going to turn against America in this World War III, in this up and coming war that's soon to take place. We're going into right now. Which all will start out in the Middle East, Yahweh Shaphat, in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. For the Most High, for the Most High, I put it in their minds to fulfill His will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. What's like it? Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High have put in their minds to fulfill His will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High power Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth, and that's America. And America's going to go out in what this third world war, and all these other nations are going to come up against America and blow America away. And how is that going to happen? I'm going to grab Revelation chapter 8. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. It's Revelation 11. It's like, all right. Yeah. Revelation chapter 11 and verses 4. The second war was past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. And then speaking about the second world war was really the first war. The first war happened in Revelation 9. That whole chapter is all about the first world's war. All right, and the second war was past, but the third war cometh quickly. And this third world's war is getting ready to take place now. It's going all like I said again, it's going to start in the Middle East in Yahweh Shaphat. And it's going to end with fuse of fire, which is going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. And let's get this real quick. Revelation 9 and 17. Revelation chapter 9, verse 17. Revelation chapter 9, verse 17. And these I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having the breastplates of fire and of Jokerthan and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issue fire and smoke and brimstone. Speak about the nuclear missiles, the ICBM nuclear missiles that is what the Most High's army. All right, that is the weapons that's going to come against America. And then, like I said again, in this third world's war. Okay, by these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouth. And that third part of men, which is the Esau, Edom, because you have three classifications of people upon the earth. You got the sons of the Most High, which are the Israelites. You have the sons of men, and then you have the sons of the wicked, which are the nation of Edom. According to Malachi, the first chapter, the Most High says the Lord have made what Esau the border of wickedness. They're the third part of men that should be destroyed. Verses 19, for their power is in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto a serpent, and their heads, and with them they do hurt. And when you're going to look at an ICBM nuclear missile, Yeah, ballistic. This is for it's ICBM ballistic missile. So this is so John is breaking down what he's seen. So this is what right. This is what John's seen, and John's breaking it down the best way he can because John, the Revelation, got this on this it's on the Isle of Patmos. All right, and this is what John's seen, right? Your modern day missile. This is what John's vision was: the head, the tail, and then the fire, and bring us stone. When it hits the target, it's gonna what? It's gonna show nothing but smoke and fire and brimstone. So this is what John was seeing, man. This is what John was seeing. This was going to destroy. This was going to destroy Babylon the Great, destruction of America. These missiles, man. These ICBM nuclear missiles that's going to devour this place, man. All right. Keep going back to the scriptures. By these the third, and by these three was the third part of man killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and their head and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of them which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of their works, of their hands, that they showed not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. And that's it. These are the elites, because you Rothschilds, you get you DuPonts, right? You're not gonna get. They're not gonna get destroyed in the nuclear fire. We're gonna take you as slaves. We're gonna gather the rest of you Edomites up, and that's how powerful some white men is. So Obadiah type the worst pictures about God probably has deceived you. So even when this man goes down, he's not going to repent because he sees so much pride. So when Yahweh Shai crashed the clouds, when he comes in the chariots, right, the elect, we're gonna come out. The Revelation 21, the king, New Jerusalem coming down to heaven. Us come out of the chariots. Then we're gonna go forth seeking you Edomites and grab them. You higher ranking devils. All right, you Rothschilds, you Gettys, you DuPonts, you Bilderbergs, right? All you, and also the Rothschilds, right? The Red Shield, okay, and also what you Jews, man, you Amalekites. A lot of them, we're gonna put a lot of you devils up in prison. We're gonna lock you up, put chains on you, throw you up in them, throw you in damn slave ships, and send you all the way and send your ass on, man. That's what we're gonna do. Let the rest of the devils, we're gonna lock you up. Because that's how we put on slave ships. You're gonna go on slave ships as well. We was put in slave ships, shackled up. You devils gonna go that same exact way. Neither repented they or of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thieves, or nor of their thefts. And that's it, nor of their thefts, because they stole the nation of Israel. They stole the apple of the Most High's eye. That's called what Zechariah 11. They are oppressors, and they are oppressors, held us fast and won't let us go. So they stole this, man. This is the apple of the Most High's eye. You devils are going down. So this is written. This is prophecy, and this happened in this time, man. So this is getting ready to take place in this time, man. So we're living in beautiful times. And like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. Just want to hit it through the spirit real quick. So with that, I just want to give all praise to Abba Yahweh, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Dash with that. Shalom.